New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters has volunteered to re-enter the Pike River mine, or to be part of the re-entry. Mr Peters, who worked as a miner in the 60s, made the pledge to a gathering of Pike River supporters and their families at Parliament today. The group arrived with a new, safe and ultra-careful plan to re-enter the mine, backed by some of the world's top mining experts. The plan proposes using an internal pipe to pump nitrogen into the mine's drift, causing the methane to rise, and then using external boreholes to release the gas. Once the nitrogen has replaced the methane, fresh air could be pumped into the mine to replace the nitrogen, rendering the mine safe to enter. The group, who had hoped to meet with the new Prime Minister Bill English, was led by family spokesman Bernie Monk.
I'm here to present a new plan to make this happen. And that's what we're here to do. All we're asking for is to put this new plan, a safe plan that can bring the drift. We don't want a crime scene sealed up, and we want justice, and we want this drift reoccupied.
Bernie Monk. Mr English, on his first full day as Prime Minister, was unavailable today, but other leaders did come out to meet the group, including New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters, who worked as a miner in the 1960s and put his hand up to be in the first group to re-enter the drift.
From the expert opinion which you have, and from generations of practical experience of the mining industry, you believe it's possible to re-enter. So does New Zealand First. You are not dissuaded by bureaucratic, commercial and governmental roadblocks put in your way under the guise of protecting safety. Neither is New Zealand First. As in the past, we offer our complete support for the families to find out what they want to know. That is the only honest, decent, fair and correct thing to do. Now, as someone with some experience of working underground, in this case 11 miles underground, as a second-class miner in the Snowy Mountain scheme, where there were tremendous dangers, where on that project they lost a man a mile, I'm that confident in the expert advice that you have, that I'm offering to be on the first party back in.
That's Winston Peters. Labour leader Andrew Little and Green Party co-leader Metiria Ture also pledged support.
So I'm here to say, stick with your fight. You have our support, and there's a large number of my Labour Party MP colleagues here. Stick with your fight, because you have our support. Stop them sealing that mine, and I promise you, when we are the government, one of the first things we will do is make sure we get an expert to look at it, and if it's safe to go in, we will back you to get someone to go in.
The Green Party is here to say we stand with you, the whānau of these lost men, 100%. We will do everything we can to see that you get justice and that your loved ones are returned home to you. We make this pledge as part of our commitment to you as supporters of workers and working families, but also as people who are here to change the government next year to make sure that this happens.
Metiria Ture. Milton Osborne, who was killed in the mine, his wife Anna, who is now in a wheelchair, has been one of the most vocal family members over the past 6 years. She thanked the MPs who turned out to offer their support.
What I have is a credible plan from our mines experts, our international experts in mining from the UK and Australia, saying this can be done and it can be done safely. It is actually not that hard. You don't need to listen to Solid Energy and say, 98% methane, that's too dangerous. In fact, 98% methane is the best reading we could have to re-enter the drift. The drift is safe. It is a stone tunnel. It cannot explode. We can enter it. These guys, our experts, are saying it can be done. We as families don't want someone to twist their ankle, let alone lose a life. We understand what it's like to lose a loved one. We don't want anyone to lose their life going in to get our guys' remains. We understand that's too hard in the main body of the mine. We want to reclaim the drift, where we understand that a lot of our men were waiting to come out that day from their shift. Solid Energy don't want to do this plan. They had no interest in doing it. We need to get rid of Solid Energy. and give it to somebody that actually can do it. This has been 6 long years for the family. It's been heartbreaking. But you know what? Seeing all you people here today, the love and support that we have got from all of you makes us all worth it. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much.
It was Anna Osborne speaking.